So in day one demo, we had discussed how to download Firefox browser. We had discussed about how to download a Firefox browser. Can anybody tell me how to download the Firefox browser? Understood, right? My question. So what I have to do here, we have to
execute
Firefox driver program so that gcodriver.exe can be downloaded. And after that, we will navigate to C drive and we will create a Firefox driver folder. Under that one, we can paste that gcodriver.exe. Okay, hope everyone is clear about this point. Okay, for Chrome driver, we already know Chrome driver.exe, it's located at this location. Okay. So is everyone clear how to write static methods and non-static methods? Hand raised and I will repeat the topic. Okay, even one hand raised also I will repeat the topic. Okay, so static methods and non-static methods. Everykaina doubt unte cheppandi, I will repeat it. No need to feel anything. Okay, static methods to non-static methods. Hope everyone is on same page. Okay, so non-static methods with parameterization. A lab ever can repeat jayala. Non-static methods with parameterization. Okay, so let me repeat the topic. So I'm going to create a new package. So package is February 5th. February 5th underscore 2021. Okay, I'm going to create a package February 5th underscore. So in this one, I'm pasting that program. Hello, can you please go on mute, please? So many people are not on mute. Hello, Nagar. So many people are not on mute. Okay. So, okay, let me close all the programs. So we know how to write set of methods. Open Chrome browser, open Orange HRM, login method, and nationalities. So we know about this program. Okay. So what I want to do, I want to declare global variables. Okay. I want to declare global variables. So if you'll go to open Chrome browser, launching of lines of code can be executed. 1 second, let me paste this line of method in last. So here first method is open Chrome browser method. So here it does not contains any input values, and open Orange HRM. So this is the Orange HRM. Okay. This is the input value is required. Control C, and I'm declaring globally. Test URL. So I declared my input variable. Okay. After that, for login method. So for login method, what is the input variables I have to declare? What is the input values I have to declare? Username and password.
User ID and
Okay.
password.
Okay, login method input variables are declared. After that, I have to navigate add nationalities. Okay, so what is the for nationalities? What is the input value I have to take?
Nationality name.
ఏంటి చెప్పండి మీరు చెప్పండి మీరు కదా మీ పక్కన నేషనాలిటీ నేమ్ ఎందుకని నేషనాలిటీ నేమ్ because send keys I am using to enter input values, so I want to declare this value globally here. String nationality text. String nationality text. So everyone is clear up to here. Step 1 is completed. So in step 1 we have declared all the global variables. So what is the step 2? One second. Step 1 is completed. Step 1 global variables declaration is completed. What is step 2? One second. I don't want group answer. I don't want group answer. Can anybody tell me? Only what is the step 2? Raise your hand. I can ask. Nobody is raising. Yes. We have to pass the global variables to the methods. So test URL for which of the method I want to pass? Open orange HRM. Because open orange HRM method is using input value as test URL. Okay, one second. I'm removing this one. So open orange HRM requires test URL and username and password input values are required to which method? Login method. Okay. Username comma password. Okay. Next one. Nationality text. This is the input value is required for which of the method?
Add nationalities.
Add nationalities. So in step 2, we are passing global variables to the required test methods. Okay. One second. So in logout, what is the lines of code it contains? Clicks on welcome and it clicks on logout. Okay. Now I want to open orange HRM. So step 2 part is completed. Okay. Global variables I have passed. And step 3, and I want to parameterize open orange HRM method, login method, and add nationalities method. So open orange HRM method I am navigating, and I have to declare local variable here. String test URL1. So I want to give this a value here. That's it. Clear to everyone? So I have used local variable at the method level and I'm using this value. So instead of input value within the double quotation, I'm replacing the value. And second one, username and password. So for login method, I have to parameterize. So what I need to do? String username comma string password. You can write local variable names whatever you want, and I have to remove these values. I have to use local variables. So login method also parameterized. Okay. And last one, which of the method? Add nationalities. So I want to parameterize add nationalities method. So I have to declare local variable here. Okay, you can give different name or same name, no issue. So that's it. Clear to everyone? Okay, na clear in the? So what are the steps to automate global variables? What are the steps we have to do? We have to declare global variables and we have to pass these global variables to required test methods. And at the method level, you have to declare local variables and you have to replace the value with the local variable. So that what will happen whenever open orange HRM method is executing, this is the test URL value automatically passed to here this local variable. And whenever the login method is executing, username and password values from global variables values, it will automatically pass to appropriate local variable. And nationality text value, it will be passed to add nationalities method to this local variable, and we are getting the input value. So like that, your test will be executed. And so why I have to do parameterization? Can anybody tell me?
When we need not change the values of the input data. We need not change all the time because that input may be in many methods.
Yeah.
So
yes.
we can declare those variables
Yeah.
as global.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. In classroom, anybody? Raise your hands. Yeah, Chapan. why we have to use global variables concept and parameterization. We can easily change the input values globally at one place so that your test methods can be executed easily with the required set of input values. Okay, మనం input data modify చేసుకోవటం చాలా easy. But if you are following the old approach, what will happen? This is a simple program you are managing, but later there are 10 methods or 15 methods are there. So you need to navigate each and every method, and you need to analyze the input values, and you have to modify. So it will take long time. Okay, but if you apply the program, if you do parameterization, all input data available here, and you can easily manage, and you can run the program. So run as test engine test. Oh. Okay. Small ichama. Okay. Invalid credentials. Okay, I'm stopping this execution. Input is admin. So for this website is admin is a capital. It's clicked on welcome and it's clicked on logout. Program has been executed successfully. Okay, so day one part is completed and day two parameterization part completed. Locators, is everyone clear? Locators, okay na? Okay.
Sir, drop down.
Drop down. So drop down level can difficulty unda? Do you want me to repeat? Drop down. Okay, I will ask you a question, you can tell me first. Okay, to handle drop down, how many lines of code you want to, we have to write? Two lines of code. Okay, నేను ఎవరిని అడగట్లా, తన్నే అడుగుతున్నాను. Okay na? What is the class we have to import? New select of so you know the concept, but you have not focused on the topic. Okay, so that's what I understood. Okay, see, to handle the drop down, one second, not this one, this is not the right program. Select drop down is equal to new select of driver dot find element by id aithe id, name aithe name. So drop down can be handled in three ways: select by visible text, select by value, and select by index. Okay na? So like that, just మీరు 2 lines of code రాస్తారు, ఎక్కడైతే drop down handle చేయాలో అది రాస్తారు. Hope everyone is clear about this one. Okay na? So నాకు okay, one second. So here I want to automate this drop down. Okay, so దీనికి నేను ఇక్కడ నేను 2 lines of code రాయాలి. How I need to write? Can anybody tell me? So I want to select country name as some, okay, Australia. I want to select country name as Australia. So how I need to write line of code here?
Select
Select
drop down.
Select drop down is equal to, okay, new
select of driver dot find element
find element by, okay,
ID.
find element by
dot id or class that Find the ID of that element.
Okay.
And drop down dot.
1 second. So select drop down is equal to new select of driver dot find element by ID. So what is the ID here for this one? So I need to
Inspect.
I have to inspect. So what is the ID has been given?
Location underscore.
Location underscore country.
Country.
Okay. Now here
Drop
select
down
is
dot.
showing some error. What I have to do?
We need to
Import.
import the select
We
class.
have to keep the mouse over and I have to import select class.
Select class.
Right. Next one.
Drop down
Drop
dot.
down dot.
Drop down dot.
Select by
Select.
visible
Select
text.
by visible text.
Visible text.
That Australia.
So what I need to write? Australia.
Australia. A is capital.
A is
Right.
capital, sir.
A is capital only.
Yes,
If I
sir.
will write
Yes, it-
small a,
No, it won't
be
get.
reflected.
it won't select it because whatever exact text is visible, that is the value you have to serve. You have to write it. Okay. So like that, you need to write. You need to handle drop down. Okay, understood everyone how to handle the drop down. Okay, if it is by index, how I need to write? Select
Zero
by
or
index
Zero
and
or
index
number.
number you can pass. Okay, right. I understood.
Select by index.
Drop down is clear to everyone. Okay. Okay, drop down is clear. And data provider. Can anybody raise? If anybody wants to raise data provider in drop down, in drop down. Yes. One second. Where I have written that line of code. How can I inspect? You're asking, right? This one. This one. Organization. You can right click and click on inspect. No? Uh, uh. So you want to focus on organization. After that, you want to click on locations. అవునా ఎన్ని గంటలకి 10 కేనా ఓకే ఓకే ఒకసారి అరుణన్ బిలు సో ఏంటంటే టాపిక్స్ అన్ని ల్యాబ్స్ రిపీట్ చేసుకుంటారు సో డ్రాప్ డౌన్
ఆరెంజ్ హెచ్ఆర్ఎంకి వెళ్ళాలా ఎక్కడ చూడాలి చెప్పండి ఆరెంజ్ హెచ్ఆర్ఎం ఇన్స్పెక్ట్ చేసాము నాకు అర్థం కాల. ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్ లో if you have to select that particular thing, you will have to go ahead and click on it కదా. ఇప్పుడు డ్రాప్ డౌన్ అని అన్నారు. ఓకే, నౌ if you have to click on certain web element, unless and until you go ahead and click on it and do any operations, you will not be able to do anything kada. You have to any which ways click.
సో ఇందాక ఏదో అడుగుతున్నారు మీరు డౌట్. ఆర్గనైజేషన్ మీదకి వెళ్ళాను.
So what she's saying is, we are able to see all the drop downs are active. Actually, that's not a drop down.
డ్రాప్ డౌన్ అంటే ద ట్యాగ్ నేమ్ మస్ట్ హ్యాస్ టు స్టార్ట్ విత్ సెలెక్ట్. ఓకేనా? సో సెలెక్ట్ అనే క్లాస్ ఇంపోర్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం కదా, అలాగే ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ డ్రాప్ డౌన్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు సెలెక్ట్ సింగిల్ వాల్యూ. సి ఇక్కడ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ లొకేషన్స్, దిస్ ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ డ్రాప్ డౌన్. ఇలా ఉండాలి, ఇలా ఉంటే దాన్ని డ్రాప్ డౌన్ అంటారు. దీన్ని ఏమంటారంటే మెనూ ఆప్షన్స్ అంటారు. దిస్ ఈజ్ నాట్ ఏ డ్రాప్ డౌన్. ఓకేనా? ఓకే. సో ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్. సో డ్రాప్ డౌన్ ఈజ్ ఎవ్రీవన్ క్లియర్. డేటా ప్రొవైడర్, ఎంతమంది హ్యాండ్ రైజ్ చేశారు? డేటా ప్రొవైడర్. ఓకే, 1 2. ఓకే, so day 31. Okay, I'm coming back to here. Okay, Aruna. This one.
So why are we using data provider? What do we do in data provider?
When we want to
If you have to execute multiple
times. When we want to execute our test with multiple sets of input data.
Yeah, correct. To execute multiple sets of input data, we are using data provider. Now, how are you using data provider? By saying it as @data provider, and you are providing the name of the data provider which you want to. I've been there.
సో డేటా ప్రొవైడర్ కదా, డేటా ప్రొవైడర్ సెకండ్ సింటాక్స్ ఎక్కడుంది? ఓకే, సో లెట్ మీ కాపీ ద పారామీటరైజేషన్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ జస్ట్ నౌ వీ హ్యాడ్ కంప్లీటెడ్. సో మనకి పారామీటరైజ్ చేసిన ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఇప్పుడు ఎందులో ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసాం? వెబ్. So this is the program we had parameterized. So I'm copying the same program, copy, and I'm pasting here. Data provider. So in this program, data provider, what is the first step I have to do? So anyway, global variables is not at all required for me. So what is the concept of data provider? First, anybody? I don't want group answer. I want specific people on. What is the concept of data provider? Yes. Yeah.
When we want to.
1 second. I'm taking attention in classroom. Yeah. To execute test multiple times, to execute a test multiple times for different sets of input data, we can use data provider. Okay. So what is the first step in data provider? I have to copy the syntax of data provider. Okay. 1 second. So I'm going back to lab number 5. So this is the one of the syntax I'm copying, Control C, and I am coming back to this program. So above the @ test, I'm writing @data provider. So here let's go to the, so application requires test URL, username, password, and nationality. So all my data provider is ready. Okay. So what is the second step?
We have connect
Connect
with
test
data
with the
provider.
data provider.
We have to
Data
connect, the test has to
Test
connect with
with
the
the
data provider.
Data provider.
So where I have to, what I have to write here?
data provider equals
Data
Data provider
provider
is equal
equals to
Data
name,
provider
orange
is
one.
equal to whatever name.
orange one.
Orange one.
Okay, that's it. Second step is second step we had connected with the data provider. And step 3, what is the step 3 I want to write?
we have
I
to
have
pass
to
the,
declare all the global variables
all
at
the
the
global variables at method
Method
level.
level.
method level. See, online people are very they are responding very fast. Okay. String test URL, string username,
String password.
string password, and
String nationality.
String
text.
nationality name.
string nationality text. One second. Why I'm writing? Okay. So okay, your test will be executed multiple times for different sets of input data. Let me execute this program. Second iteration got started because the data provider contains two sets of input values. Right. So like that we can able to execute. If I want to fetch input data from the Excel, what I need to do? I have to refer which lab?
Excel util.
So I have to refer lab number 6. If I want to fetch input data from the Excel, I have to refer lab number 6 first program. So I'm copying the program. So @data provider, Control C, and I am going back to same program. And here I'm writing this one. Okay, so here my Excel contains, this is the Excel contains TC01 nationality 1.xlsx contains input data into C drive HTML report, orange HRM6, TC01 nationality 1.xlsx. One second. Yeah, this one. Okay, TC01 nationality 1.xlsx. It contains just URL, username, password, and nationality. Okay, so it contains all the input values. So simply I specified where is my input Excel sheet, and my input data is ready in my sheet 1, and my all data it will be stored into an object array. Okay, and I want to connect with this data provider. So what is the change I need to do in this program?
The test should be connected to this data provider.
So instead of orange one data
Is
provider, I have to connect
we
with this data provider.
add
So the
nation,
test will go and
TC01
connect with the data provider, and all data will be stored into object array, and your test will be executed those many times. Okay. So let me go and run this program. which one it is taking? Mexican 1219. Why it is taking Mexican? TC01 nationality 1.xls6. Okay. Sheet 1, right? Sheet 1 contains 3 sets of input data. Okay. So it will execute 3 times. Okay, all the 3 iterations successfully executed and it's working fine. Understood data provider, everyone? So simply I have to copy the data provider syntax. If it is by input values, you can refer lab number 1. If it is by Excel, you can refer lab number 6, data provider syntax. Okay, so that's it only. And to fetch input data from the Excel, we have to import Excel API test4 class. Okay, and so Excel API test4 class, which contains package Excel util. So here it is, Excel util package contains Excel API test4 class. And for the Excel API test4 class, I'm creating the object and I'm getting e.get table array, and it is loading all the data into here, and your test is executing multiple times. Understood, right? Yeah. Yes. That is also we can use syntax. No? Okay. So you want to know that syntax as well, right? Okay, one second. Oh, that syntax is missed, you are saying. Okay, anyway, I'm sharing the labs now. You can refer from there. Okay, so data provider is completed. I want to know, okay, what is this one? Day 31 of February. Okay, right. So now can anybody tell me the same program every time it's executing on only Chrome browser? Okay, so only the program it is working on Chrome browser. Okay, let me copy this program and I want to paste it here. So I want to execute the program on Chrome browser first time, and second time I want to execute on Firefox browser. So at the Excel level, what is the changes I need to do first?
We have to include one.
So first I will
Browser.
copy the first let me copy the Excel and I paste it. And I'm going to use
one more parameter.
Okay, TC01 nationality 20. Okay, now what I need to do?
We have to include one more parameter.
Parameter.
Browser.
Browser.
Chrome, Firefox.
Okay, done. Chrome and Firefox. Okay, so TC01 nationality, what is the name I had given?
20.
Okay, TC01 nationality 20. So I have to connect with which Excel now? 20. So yeah, 20 Excel got I connected, and in 20, what is my sheet name? Sheet 4. So I have to specify sheet 4. So all my data which will come and it will load into my object array, and it will. So what is the first value I have to modify here?
String browser.
String
level.
Browser.
See, online people are very fast. They are telling. Okay, they are responding very fast. String browser. Okay. Yes. So even now I want to write condition based on browser parameter. So if I will keep open Chrome browser, what will happen? Every time my program will execute on Chrome browser itself. I'm commenting this line, and if Yeah, tell me the condition.
Browser dot
Browser dot
equals ignores case.
Equals ignore case.
Chrome.
1 second. Equals ignore case of Chrome.
Chrome.
Driver is
dot
equal
open.
to
Test browser dot
open Chrome.
browser.
Right. Here
Firefox.
Firefox. In case if browser value is equal to Firefox, I have to call test browser dot Firefox browser.
Open Firefox browser.
Only Firefox.
Yeah, whatever method name we have written. Okay, so that's it. So I commented my Chrome browser method. So and rest all methods also it will execute on corresponding browser. Okay, so let me go and execute this program now. So the first iteration it has to execute on Chrome browser, and second iteration it has to execute on Firefox browser.
gcodriver.exe you are not mentioned, sir.
Yeah, it's
But-
already
It's there
there.
in Firefox browser. Method.
Okay, I will show you it. See, first time it's executing Chrome browser because browser parameter value is Chrome. Second time, see browser parameter value from the Excel, it is fetching Firefox browser. So it's executing on Firefox browser. See, Firefox browser, the script has been failed. That means compatibility testing was failed on Firefox browser. Something has an issue with the development, or we will come to know about the next thing. Anyway, program wise, there is no issue. Program, it has been launched on Firefox, and one test iteration successfully completed and one test iteration was failed in Firefox browser. Okay, so we understood how to do browser compatibility testing. So there is no issue with the programming part. Okay.
Excuse me, sir. I have one doubt from the browser compatibility testing.
Yes. One
My
second.
question is like related to
Yeah. Go ahead, Mama.
in the browser compatibility by adding parameters. We have added the parameters in the XML, right?
Hmm.
So my doubt is like before executing this test.xml, we need to add the parameters, or after
That
generating the
concept is
test.xml?
no. That concept is different. This concept, what I am telling, I'm fetching the input value from